Fit to Love, episode 39, drug-free treatments for disease and chronic pain.
Fit to Love is physical, emotional, and spiritual fitness to achieve the happy life you deserve. From exercise to cooking, relationships, and spirituality, you'll find all the inspiration you need right here with our host, JJ Flizanes.
Hello and welcome to Fit to Love Wellness Wednesdays. Today's show, drug-free treatments for disease and chronic pain. And our guest today is Homa Sajadian. Homa is a California State Board licensed acupuncturist and herbalist and is certified by the Council of Colleges of Acupuncture and Oriental Medicine in Clean Needle Technique. Graduating magna cum laude from Emperor's College of Traditional Medicine with a master's degree in traditional Chinese medicine, Homa specializes in pain management, internal medicine, and chronic conditions. She has received additional training in Taiji Rejuvenation Qigong from the Medical Qigong Training Base in China and has extensive experience treating patients from all walks of life since 2008. Homa views a person holistically and treats the root cause of a disorder to resolve the symptoms. In addition to acupuncture and herbs, she incorporates nutrition, exercise, and lifestyle recommendations to empower her patients to restore health and vitality in their lives. Welcome, Homa.
Thank you so much for having me on your show, JJ.
I'm excited to talk about the drug-free treatments for disease and chronic pain because this society, we have too many prescription drugs and too many pills. People are tired of taking pills and thinking that the only solution is in a pill box and with a prescription. So obviously from your bio, we all know that you're an acupuncturist. So let's talk about acupuncture. Can you explain to people that have never had it before what it is and a little bit about not why you do it, because we're going to talk about that in depth, but, you know, a little bit about acupuncture for the beginner.
So acupuncture is the insertion of tiny needles into specific points in the body that help regulate functions of the body. They help regulate neurotransmitters in the bloodstream. They help regulate hormones. They help address the disharmonies in the body. These points are located along the meridians or pathways where the energy flows. Acupuncture is very much of an energetic medicine. Now, from Chinese medicine, we call that energy qi, which is the life force. It is what makes our heart beat. It is what makes the blood flow. It is what makes us take breaths. It's basically the life force that is present in a living body and absent in a deceased body. So it is that qi that is affected by the acupuncture needles. The needles are regulated by the FDA as a medical device. They're surgical stainless steel, disposable, single-use, sterile, and they are the size of a cat's whisker. So an acupuncture needle is so small that you can actually fit between 10 to 15 or 16 of them inside of a hypodermic needle that they use for injection or drawing blood.
That is a question I get all the time when I refer clients of mine to acupuncture who have needle phobia. Does it hurt? And I know different acupuncturists use different size needles, correct? And you use the thinnest ones. And I know that there are very, very thin ones out there that, yes, don't necessarily feel like anything at all. So when you have someone come in and they are afraid of needles, what do you tell them?
Well, I actually let them see and hold the needle. And a lot of times that takes care of their fear immediately because they realize how benign and tiny these needles are. The gauge of the needle really depends on the type of the treatment and location on the body. And oftentimes my patients don't even feel the needles going in. Of course, there are times that you do feel them, but the discomfort is so temporary and it only lasts maybe a second, if that. I know people get waxing done and, we do a lot of other uncomfortable things to our bodies that hurt a lot more than acupuncture does. I've had patients who didn't experience any discomfort at all. In fact, they didn't even know that the needles had already been placed in their body after, they received the treatment. So it is really surprising that you don't feel the needles, and that's usually what the first-time recipients of acupuncture express.
So this show, the drug-free treatments for disease and chronic pain incorporates more than just needles and acupuncture. Can you explain to everyone listening what other modalities are considered Chinese medicine? These would be other treatments besides needles that one could use to help with disease and chronic pain.
Absolutely. So let me talk about what it entails to study Chinese medicine. In the state of California, it's a 3,000-hour program, and it includes Western medicine and Eastern medicine philosophy and clinical experience, as well as didactic in-class training. And acupuncture is just one aspect of Chinese medicine. In addition to acupuncture, we practice and learn herbology in detail. We understand and learn the interactions between herbs and Western drugs. We practice different modalities that are just based on muscle or joint manipulation, and they're called tuina or cupping or gua sha. And we also learn about Chinese nutrition, so we can make recommendations that have dramatic results on your health and well-being just by making minor dietary changes and lifestyle changes. And it also includes Qigong, which are just exercises that you can do on your own to help you strengthen certain organs or certain parts of the body or alleviate disease and symptoms.
We've also done a show, Acupuncture for the Emotional Body, for those that heard emotion in there and are curious about how acupuncture can help with emotion. So be sure to subscribe to the channel so that you can get Acupuncture for the Emotional Body and find it also on the page on fittolove.tv. So in terms of all these different modalities of Chinese medicine that can be used to help with disease and chronic pain, what are the common conditions most alleviated? I mean, I know that Chinese medicine can help everything because you look at the body holistically and not at one symptom and then just treat the symptom. You treat the whole person. That's a huge difference between acupuncture and Western medicine. But tell everyone who's listening sort of what are the major symptoms and treatments and diseases people come in for.
A lot of my patients come in for either pain or stress. And then we find other things that, they've been suffering from for years that are tremendously helped by their treatments. Other illnesses or symptoms that people come in for are gastric-related, irritable bowel syndrome. They come in for hypertension or hypotension, nausea and vomiting associated with radiation, chemotherapy side effect, or associated with pregnancy or even seasickness, rheumatoid arthritis, lupus, autoimmune diseases are very, very successfully treated using acupuncture. The symptoms get relieved almost immediately after a few treatments. And what's important about acupuncture and Chinese medicine is that they don't have any of the side effects that prescription medication usually have. You really are not risking anything by trying acupuncture and by meeting with an acupuncturist to see how they can help you get relief from a lot of your chronic conditions.
Some people think it's a placebo. Does someone need to believe in it in order to work?
Absolutely not. Acupuncture is used extensively in veterinary clinics. They're used on animals, and a lot of times my patients come in after they've had their horse or their dog get relief from acupuncture treatments, and then they realize, well, maybe now it's time to address my issues using acupuncture. So animals, of course, don't believe in anything, especially whether acupuncture works or not, and they receive full benefits from it. You don't have to believe in it for it to work. It works. It's not a religion. It's the system of medicine that's over 4,000 years old, and it's been around because of its success.
Absolutely, and I've experienced it myself. I've used it for all things from stress relief, immunity. We talked about immunity before and how that's another really good reason to get yourself in to see an acupuncturist is to use it for building your immune system, because I used to live with a lot of stress. I have my own business, as you know, you start your own business and it can be stressful, and you live in a certain mentality of that you have to go, 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 and the faster, more A-type personality you are, the more susceptible you are to burning out and creating adrenal fatigue and overdoing it, and then just sort of having an imbalance of energy. And I recognized that early on, learned about acupuncture through some of the networking that I was doing, and then started having treatments regularly. And I know, based on experience of when I didn't have it, that it would keep me balanced so that I didn't get sick. And when I'd stopped doing it, when, of course, I lived under all this stress. Now I don't live under that kind of stress anymore, and I've changed my life several times since then to accommodate a more freeing, stress-free life. But if I didn't have it during that time, I would absolutely get sick. So acupuncture is amazing, and it does help with disease and chronic pain. Let's talk about some of the main issues people come in and know about acupuncture for, like back pain. And when you treat someone with back pain, does everyone get treated the same way?
That's a great question, JJ. So from Chinese medicine, we address the root cause of a disorder or a symptom. Not all back pains are the same. Not all headaches are the same. And during the first treatment, we usually do a comprehensive questionnaire and health history intake that also looks at your other symptoms and your lifestyle and your nutrition habits and everything that basically you've experienced health-wise or lifestyle-wise. And we try to address the root cause of that back pain. Now, a back pain could be as a result of an injury, or it could be as a result of a deficiency in the body. So we don't treat all back pains the same. It also helps address other symptoms that the person has that may not be associating with their back pain. But over time, once they receive a series of treatments for that back pain, they realize that there are other symptoms that didn't seem related to their back pain also disappears because we treat the root cause of a disorder. Now, another thing that's beautiful about acupuncture is that it has a very harmonizing effect on the body. Your body has a balance. It has a homeostasis that it maintains. So when we talk about boosting the immune system, it doesn't just boost your immune system, it regulates your immune system. So the same thing with aches and pains, it helps address and balance your body so any discomfort that you feel is resolved because your body is maintaining its balance and harmony. So whether you're immune deficient or you have an autoimmune disorder, acupuncture helps address that and normalizes and harmonizes your body. Whether your back pain is as a result of an excess straining or it's result of a deficiency, your acupuncture helps address that and maintain homeostasis in the body so your body functions at its optimal peak and least discomfort.
I've always recommended for people to have acupuncture because you can treat multiple things at the same time because, like you said, again, you're treating the whole person. And I've even, every time, depending on if I'm face up or face down, we'll add in extra things like the facial rejuvenation treatment that you were talking about. Can you tell our listeners a little bit about some of the best success stories that you've had? And I'm sharing this with all of you because I feel very passionate about giving you alternatives to what's already out there. You might not know what is available to you to help you heal because you don't know, and you don't know what you don't know. So this show has been designed to bring to you some of the latest, greatest technologies and studies and findings, but also to uncover some of the things that have been around for 4,000 years, like acupuncture, and just get it more mainstream so that you can have an experience and then be well educated about your choices. So Homa, tell the listeners about some of the top sort of success stories that seemed really surprising to you.
Absolutely. So oftentimes patients come in and initially they don't think that acupuncture can address all of their diseases or symptoms because in Western medicine you tend to go to different specialists to discuss whether internal medicine related or orthopedic or whatnot. But in Chinese medicine, we view the body very holistically, and we address multiple symptoms at the same time, whether you tell us about it or not. I've had people who come in with back pain, And after a while, they tell me that they don't get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom anymore. So as a result of the treatment that they receive for their back pain, because we treat the root cause, their either incontinence or frequent urination has also been addressed, which they didn't know was related. Or another person comes in for stress, and after a while they disclose that, they also suffer from severe PMS or abdominal cramping or interstitial cystitis, and they get relief from their symptoms and muscle cramps. One story that's my favorite is I had a patient who used to come in for facial rejuvenation, and facial rejuvenation is usually done in a course of treatment because it not only addresses the appearance of youthfulness on the face, it also addresses disharmony in the body, so it reduces inflammation, it promotes collagen stimulation, and it helps balance the body fluids in the body, so it reduces swelling and puffiness. But it also helps regulate the hormones, and it helps your organs to function better, which all of that, your health and vitality, glows on your face and appears on your face. So I had a patient who came in for facial rejuvenation, and during her course of treatment, she happened to also be having her physical exam, and they found a thyroid nodule that they recommended she get it checked and have a biopsy done on it. Now, at the time, she made an appointment to have the biopsy done, and the earliest appointment she could get was 4 weeks after they had found the nodule. And meanwhile, she was coming in for her acupuncture treatment, and she disclosed to me the result of her physical exam. So as part of her treatment, I was also addressing her hormonal imbalances for her facial rejuvenation as well. So I continued on the course of the treatment, keeping in mind the result of her recent physical. And 4 weeks later, when she went in for her scheduled biopsy, they told her that they couldn't find the nodule and that she could not have the biopsy done. And the only way that she could explain it was that the only treatment she was receiving during that course of time was acupuncture and the treatments she was receiving for her facial rejuvenation, and basically maintaining her health and overall well-being using acupuncture.
I actually went to acupuncture to get rid of a virus that I was having, and the treatment was acupuncture and herbs, and I had had a doctor's appointment before and after, and they had asked me to do a different treatment, a Western medicine treatment, and I said, give me 30 days, and if it's not cleared up in 30 days, then I'll do what you're recommending. And, of course, acupuncture and herbs healed me from my virus, and all was good. So this obviously, as you can all hear, I'm very passionate about acupuncture. It's often been joked that it would be my retirement job, that I would go to school and become an acupuncturist just so I could treat myself, and my family, not because I would want to actually open up an office, because wonderful people like Homa exist, and so I'd much rather see her than for me to go back to school and then learn how to treat myself. So now I know that there are recommendations that you make and other acupuncturists make for people to do lifestyle behavioral changes to support their treatments and to support their healing of their body. And I'd love for you to share some of those. I know that we can't be so specific because we're generally giving advice to everybody for everything, but I'd love you to share with the people that are listening some of those top tips to help people heal themselves and restore their body back to balance from a Chinese medicine perspective. But before we get to that, we just need to take a break to thank our sponsors.
Get the hottest tips and latest trends for your business success with today's Innovative Woman magazine, a free print and online digital magazine. Plus, receive the special bonus video series, Platforms for Profit, the must-have marketing essentials for outrageous success, taught by media and marketing strategist Kathy Alessandra.
Who is today's innovative woman? She's a smart and savvy business owner. She is driven and committed to success. She invests in herself and her business on everything from products to grow her knowledge, services to grow her business, and events to learn and connect with potential clients and customers. You can claim your free subscription today and get it mailed to your home or office at today'sinnovativewoman.com. Is your website working for you? If it's not, and you're frustrated with your brand, website, or current online results, Every Angle Media can help transform your existing business presence and build you a website that works when you're not working. Every Angle Media is a full-service web development firm that specializes in solving problems with open-source solutions. We offer complete design services, custom content management systems, fully integrated e-commerce solutions, cross-platform mobile development, and custom third-party integration, and we're here to help. Visit our site to see our work at everyanglemedia.com or give us a call at 310-798-7228. Again, that's Every Angle Media. Okay, Homa, so if you had to give everyone a few tips and tools from a Chinese medicine perspective on how to help heal their own body, what would you say?
That is not an easy question to answer because everybody's unique and our bodies are dynamic, and what works for someone is not necessarily the same for another person. So it's hard to say what everyone should do to maintain optimal health and balance. My best advice is to consult an acupuncturist and see what disharmonies you may be able to address using nutrition. At the same time, there are little things that you could do regardless of whether you have symptoms or not that can help boost your immune system or make you feel good in general. Diet is very important. I always tell everyone to start the morning with something warm because that immediately helps boost your metabolism and it does not shock your system as opposed to eating something cold first thing in the morning. So you're maintaining your body's energy and adding to it. The other thing that I tell people a lot of times is to do dry brushing. Dry brushing helps you detox. It helps lymphatic flow. What dry brushing is that you basically take those natural bristle wooden handle brushes that you use to wash your back in the shower, and you brush upwards from the ankles towards your torso. So you start with your legs from the ankle going up. You always go towards the heart, and you do several strokes on each leg. And then you can do the same on your arms. It basically stimulates blood flow. It promotes circulation of lymph and blood. It feels great. It's very relaxing. It helps detox. The other thing is go to bed at a reasonable time. Try to get 8 hours of sleep. Meditate. And if you have any questions, anything specific, I'm available by email if you don't live in Southern California, or come by and see me or the acupuncturist closest to you and see what Chinese medicine can offer you.
You had mentioned something about the ears in the last one. Can you share the ear trick with people?
One thing that everyone can also benefit from is ear massage. Basically, there is a microsystem of the entire body mapped inside of the ear. And with massaging your ears from the top of the ear to the earlobe and massaging it as firmly as is comfortable for you, you're actually giving yourself a full body massage. It helps relieve stress. It promotes circulation. If you find that you experience tenderness in certain areas, try to massage that area more because it actually is corresponding to an area of the body that needs more attention. So you're promoting circulation to that area by massaging the tender spots of your ear more. And circulation always helps your body heal itself and relieve its illnesses and disease.
Excellent. So tell people how to reach you if they are interested in having a treatment or a consultation.
So my practice is located in El Segundo, California, inside of the Spectrum Health Club. You do not have to be a member to come for a treatment, and non-members actually receive an hour before and an hour after their treatment full use of the club. It includes a full spa and jacuzzi and sauna and even training facility. My website is www.acubyhoma.com. That's ACUBYHOMA. I also have a Facebook business page. It's facebook.com/acubyhoma. And my phone number is 310-643-6569 for booking appointments.
Great. And if you're live nearby, you live in the South Bay of California or you're somewhere in Los Angeles and want to see Homa, I believe you let her know that you've listened to her on the show, that you even get a discount on a treatment.
For anyone who's listening to this show, if you send me an email and let me know that you heard my interview with JJ, I am providing an Acu-Abdominal Cleanse treatment at a 30% reduced fee. The Acu-Abdominal Cleanse is truly a great treat for the viscera and the gut. It helps reduce inflammation and promote circulation to the organs. It is comprised of acupuncture, followed by a warm castor oil pack on the abdomen and an abdominal massage. It's great for reducing inflammation in the bowels, increasing lymphatic flow, removal of toxins, strengthening the immune system, promoting blood circulation, and boosting metabolism. And the treatment is tailored to address many conditions such as IBS, Crohn's disease, PMS, or just helping your bowels to detox and the liver to flush and do its job better, basically.
And for anyone who lives outside of California or Los Angeles and would like to work with Homa, she also does Skype and phone consultations for Chinese medicine, I'm sure acupressure and herbs and nutrition, correct?
That's correct. And that also can be arranged by an email. If you just send me an email and let me know that you heard about this on JJ's program, I will walk you through the steps and how we can connect.
Excellent. Homa, thank you so much. I love your Acu-Abdominal Cleanse treatment. Actually, that's amazing. I haven't seen too many acupuncturists that offer that, so anyone that lives in the area, that's definitely a unique service that she offers to her practice, and I appreciate that you've taken the time to educate my listeners and our community on acupuncture and how they can help their disease and chronic pain without drugs. So thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Looking for an engaging and inspiring speaker? Does your group need a good jolt of positive thinking? Look no further than JJ Flizanes. Visit her site to check out her most requested topics and video examples. jjflizanes.com. That's jjflizanes.com.
Want up-to-date recipes, product reviews, exercises, and mental stimulation? Find step-by-step articles from top-notch experts on invisiblefitness.com/blog. The Fit to Love podcast show offers you 6 days a week of helpful content to achieve the happy life you deserve. Movement Mondays and Tasty Tuesdays are weekly videocasts, while Wellness Wednesdays, Thoughtful Thursdays, Freedom Fridays, and Sexy Saturdays are audio-only shows themed every week to address your holistic life and needs. If the show inspired you, we would love for you to share it and subscribe. Thank you so much for joining us today. Head on over to fittolove.tv for recaps of every show, resources, and to join the community. That's FIT2LOVE.TV. Have a fit and fabulous day.